Hello, Leo Rising. I'm Britten LaRue. This is Scopes Unshamed for June 2026. Welcome. Before we dive in any deeper, I want to make sure that you know that enrollment is opening on June 21 for the Emergence Astrology Pathway, my 1 to 3 year deep dive into my approach to astrology, into emergence astrology. I only open the doors once a year. This is how you go into the work with me. And we go through together, and you have a set of colleagues that are your colleagues in this journey. So the doors will be open 21 through the end of the month. I'm inviting you to check out the course page through the link below to just learn about it. Just learn about it, sense into it. Does this feel like it's resonating? Does this feel like it's something that you're craving? This is not an astrology classroom per se, because it's really a journey of repair, of recovery, of remembering, of renewal, where astrology holds us. The cosmos is holding us. And so I have people who come to this who are professional astrologers, and they want to reweave their relationship to themselves with astrology through my approach so that they can then take that into their own communities. But then I also have a lot of human beings who are newer to astrology who just feel really called in, and they cultivate that fluency, they cultivate the relationship to astrology as they go. And that's perfectly fine, because this is not about advancing through levels of expertise with astrology. That's not what this is. It's something else. And this is where you get it, and this is when you can get it, is the end of June 2026, not again until the end of June 2027. So I hope you will give it a shot, check it out, and I would love it if you'd want to come and deep dive with me and learn with me. All right, here we go. June 2026 for Leo Rising. There's a couple different factors at play that feel important to bring up for you. One is that Mars is moving through your career space, not like the day to day of what you do, but like who you're known to be, who you're known to be. Your public reputation, which isn't always about how you make money, but it is who you're known to be, which can be a zone of a lot of shame, because whether because you wanted to meet your parents' strivings for you, or because over cultural ideas of success, shame culture rhetoric around unlocking your potential. There's lots of ways in which the 10th house can be a zone for shame. Mars is moving through there and like really bringing up some honest information, like some truth is spilling out. And some of it may be activating, irritating, frustrating, and flaming, poking, because that's what Mars does to get our attention. And the intelligence of it is to help us look at these frustrations, irritations as information about what we don't want and what we do want. So the importance is to really be with it. And if you're learning about things that are telling you what you don't want, this is this is a time to make some shifts and to update your relationship to your reputation. How could your relationship to your reputation be more honest and more loving, more compassionate, and less shamey? These are the invitations. There's also, because it's Gemini season, there's a lot going on in your 11th house that has to do with how you constellate other people together around shared hopes and dreams. This is a really exciting space in our lives. The people that circulate around what we really care about, our big interests, our fascinations, like what's fun to us, what's interesting to us, what compels us. The people that constellate around that are the ones that are boosting our whole life. They're actually also the ones boosting our reputation. So there may be some shakeups in this zone over the next 7 years because Uranus has just entered there. You may already have experiences, some surprises when it comes to your networks. But at the same time, yeah, it's a time to have illuminated what are the gifts of this part of your life for you. What communities of humans feel supportive to you? Which ones feel less interesting? Where are you pollinating? Where are you drawn to nectar? Where are you excited to be? Where is it feeling fun? Where is it feeling compelling? And where is it kind of like losing its life energy? Where are you just not feeling alive there anymore? And all this information is just kind of moving things around for you and making the shifts that need to happen so that you can stay updated into present time, into your own teeming aliveness. So the new moon in Gemini is going to be the 14th. So around that time would be a beautiful window of the month to create some conscious time and attention, a ritual where you can really be with questions around your networks, the people who seem to gather around your interests, and how you might want to come into more of a fun and alive contract with the ones that are most alive for you right now. And may it be pleasurable, like maybe some really fascinating things come into light for you, and all of that can help you with your reputation, depending on what your hopes and dreams are, depending on what your interests are, and depending on what you want to be known for. Is there a big difference between what you're known for and what you find fun and fascinating? Maybe there's information there. And then finally, the second half of the month, on the 21st, the sun moves into Cancer and the energy really changes because we're switching seasons. Gemini is the end of a whole window of time where so much change has happened. We moved completely out of winter or summer if you're in the southern hemisphere. And Gemini's like this totally different thing. And now Cancer takes us into this totally different thing, which is like summer. Now we're in the summer or the winter in the southern hemisphere. And so once that solstice hits, you will notice that you're kind of being thrown into a whole new phase, like, whoa, the spring starts to feel far behind you pretty quickly. Like, where'd spring go? Now I'm in this other thing. And so now you're having new experiences. And for you, Cancer is the 12th house. So this is a house that is associated with a lot of parts of life that are invisible, like healing, time away from the rest of life, recovering, altered states. Like if you go into meditation or if you go to like a retreat, it's like away from your life. Of course, you can create mini retreats for yourself every single day, but it's like really a kind of away zone. So with Cancer there, Cancer being water, water is also mysterious because it relates to the feeling realm, and feelings are often quite mysterious. Like it's hard to know where they come from and what's past and what's present, what's ours and what's somebody else's. So what's the big thing that's coming up for you to keep an eye on is that Mercury is going to be entering its pre-retrograde shadow on the 12th. And then on the 29th, on the day of the full moon in Capricorn, Mercury in Cancer is going to be stationing in the sky retrograde. So then that retrograde will go for 3 weeks into July, all in Cancer. So when you have a Mercury retrograde in Cancer in your Leo rising, this may bring up kind of like a lot of, it may just feel pretty soupy, kind of like you kind of don't understand what's going on. Like it may take hindsight for you to really see what you're learning in this period because you are learning something, but it's water in a house that's hard to see. So my recommendation is to just continuously come back to like, what do I need right now? What would feel nourishing to me right now? What would support me right now? Like, this could be a time where it could be really powerful to actually pay someone to hold space for you for some kind of energy healing or clearing. Even just like a massage, a sound bath, opportunities to just let the energy move around and metabolize so that things are wanting to release at this time for you. And a lot of that is kind of mysterious. It could be a time with very vivid dreams, whereby the dreams are giving you a lot of information about the healing that is most wanted in your psyche field. And that can also be really helpful. I think the key guidance I would share with you is to just be patient with the process. That probably the second half of June into a lot of July may feel a little bit misty, kind of just like you're not really sure what the insights are. You're like, where are the insights? Well, the insights may take a little time. Insights will probably roll in. I'll give you the exact date in the July scopes, but there will be a point at which you're like, oh, I know what I've been learning. But there'll be a period where you're not sure. So if you just can plan on that, then it doesn't feel so confusing, right? Because confusion may be the primary symptom. So it just needs like space until the insights cohere. But what I would especially recommend paying attention to is like the relationship between feeling and meaning and feeling, between like thought and feeling, and how to be skillful around the way we're making things mean things from the feeling body that's still working out the meaning for you, right? So if you can hold on getting to the meaning so that you can wait and make a meaning about it after there's a way more clarity, all the data, deep attunement with yourself. Thank you so much. I hope that this was helpful. Again, my pitch, I would love to see you in the Emergence Astrology Pathway if my voice resonates with you and you're really interested in going deep because it's fun and it is profound. So please check out the course page in the copy below so that you can learn all about what we're doing in year one and see if it's something you want to give to yourself. All right. Cheers.